Hi friends, it's Pastor Bill Fole, pastor at Jesse Memorial United Methodist Church, and I'm sitting in our sanctuary here in front of a picture that hangs in the hallway next to our narthex. This is a picture of John Wesley preaching in Georgia to the native peoples. When John was in his early 30s after graduating from Oxford and becoming an ordained priest in the Anglican Church, he really was striving for an opportunity to live in and to facilitate more primitive Christianity. Christianity as he saw it that the early church would have lived. And that was hard to do in England. There was so much politics and other dynamics that had impacted the church, and he had seen that well with his father. And so he and his brother Charles decided to sail across the Atlantic and come to Georgia and to begin a mission work there. His hope was to reach out to native peoples, but the challenges in the colony made it so that most of his time was spent among them. This was the desire that he had and the sense of call that he was trying to respond to, but life got complicated there as well. He fell in love with a young woman named Sophie Hopke and considered strongly marrying her. But he had a conflicted sense that this would distract him from his call to ministry, and his brother Charles was not all that supportive. And so when she married another and then decided to come for communion without telling him in advance, which was the rule of the church, he refused to give her communion. Needless to say, that was not well celebrated by the colony, and there were charges and accusations that were leveled against him, and he escaped from Georgia and sailed back to England after being there for about 2 years. He was pretty discouraged, and in the midst of the journey home, there was a significant storm, and it really felt like that nothing was going right. He saw the witness of the Moravians, and that was an encouragement to him. And so later that year, in 1738, only a few months after returning from Georgia, he went to the Aldersgate Church, where he reluctantly attended a meeting, and at that meeting heard the gospel in a way that he had not received it before, and described his heart as being strangely warmed. Sometimes we can be in the midst of discouraging situations, and we're not really sure how we can move beyond them. The challenges of this pandemic, the challenges of racial injustice and inequity that has been a part of our country and our church for hundreds of years. The challenges that the church faces around issues of unity and inclusivity. And then, of course, there's the challenges that are a part of just being a person trying to navigate in the midst of the 21st century. It can seem like it's too much. But John Wesley gives me hope that even in the midst of situations and circumstances where it seems like there's no way, as it says in the scripture, God makes a way. And so I hope that you will find some encouragement in recognizing that not all of the parts of our story fit together in ways that we say, yeah, I can see God's hand in that. But God continues to be faithful and brings to completion what God has begun. So let us look for the opportunities where our hearts may be touched and where we may minister as God leads us in the places and to the people that God calls us to. God bless you, and peace.